Focus on the Doing Business report. It judges 189 countries on 10 specific criteria like the ease of opening a business or paying taxes or assigning each country a rank. Since its inception in 2003, these rankings have come to carry quite a bit of weight, and governments use them to attract private investment. The World Bank says the report has inspired or informed about a quarter of the 2,100 regulatory changes tracked since 2003. That said, though, it's also been criticized by some governments and watchdog groups who say that they are essentially misleading, subjective, or overly focused on cutting red tape for businesses at the expense of workers' rights. The latest report documents 238 business regulatory reforms worldwide. It noted that many countries in sub-Saharan Africa have engaged in reforms aimed at cutting burdensome regulations and building much stronger legal institutions.
The other very important trend is that we see Africa is among the regions where there is more reform. So, for instance, 3 of the top improvers in this year's report are from Africa: Cote d'Ivoire, Rwanda, and Burundi. And we also see that over time, since 9 years, the pace of reform in Africa is 3 times as fast as the pace of reform in high-income countries.
Elsewhere in East Africa, a Kenyan Member of Parliament has been accused of inciting members of his ethnic community to take part in a protest that led UK-based Tullow Oil to suspend oil drilling operations in northern Kenya. James Lominen, MP for Turkana South, where the operations are taking place, was charged with leading a group of about 400 people to the Twiga 1 drilling camp, breaking down a fence and engaging in wanton destruction of property and looting. Lominen told Reuters, however, that the demonstrators were peaceful and he prevented any violence. The legislator, however, noted that some of the people involved were disappointed with Tullow for allegedly not providing enough jobs or contracts. The MP is expected to be in court to respond to those charges on Friday. Elsewhere, the European Investment Bank has extended a $200 million loan to South Africa to build one of the largest renewable energy projects in sub-Saharan Africa. The landmark 100-megawatt Kachu solar project is expected to generate enough electricity to power more than 60,000 households during periods of peak consumption.
The job creation during the construction time is always higher than when construction is finalized. And it's very hard to say exactly how many jobs are created by building a solar power plant. But energy and energy supply is very important for economic growth. And in that sense, of course, it is very advantageous for the employment situation, because without energy, economic growth is hardly possible. And without economic growth, there is no increase in employment.
Let's make a quick run through the markets now. See how your money is working across the equity markets in Africa so far. The all-share index in Nigeria up on a positive note in early morning trade, up by well over a third. The JSE all-share index in South Africa, however, treading water really on the negative side, down 0.004. The 20-share index in the Kenyan capital Nairobi up by about 0.4, and the EGX30 today being a Friday, of course, is closed for trading.